Thank you very much, Raju sir. Before this starts, I, on behalf of myself as well as my university, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, would like to extend heartiest gratitude to Raju sir for inviting me to give a lecture on these occasions. And at the same time, USTM family is very much thankful to head of the Department of Management, Samaresh Nandi sir, and all the members of Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay Adarsh Mahavidyalaya of Tulungia. Thank you very much. Now I would like to start my talk. So I'm sharing. So today's theme is very interesting on the occasion of National Entrepreneurship Day. Sir has already talked about its importance. Further, we'll discuss about it. Today's theme that I'm going to talk about is entrepreneurships. Bring your idea to life. In coming years, maybe in 3 years, maybe in 2 years, or maybe next semester only, many of you will become a graduate. Yes or no? Yes? In coming years, in 1 to 3 years, all of you will become graduate. Then after that, what? The road is very open, it's very clear, but many times we are not sure where to go. Yes, one of the attractive avenue that we go after graduation is basically further studies. Many goes for masters, like MCom or MBA, and many go for jobs. Jobs is one of the very, you can say, the most popular way of earning livelihood throughout the world. Okay, jobs doesn't mean only government job. Jobs means any kind of job, private, government. Okay, today the manufacturing industries, or you can say the employment, whatever we have, majority of employment comes from the jobs. Most of our youth are engaged in the jobs, but still you'll find some people go for choose their own professions. They go for chartered accountancy. Sometimes they go for law, and they join other professions. And many also joins the business of their father or their ancestors' business, or they establish a business. But there's also one option that is available for all of us, young, adult, even old people. We still have that options. There is no age limit. There is no educational qualification required. An option that is very beautiful, but still very tough. And now, and I'm talking about that options. If you look at the thing what I've shared, that's in black, dark. Got it? Intentionally, I have made it dark because this is the options many of us don't think of. Immediately after graduations, we want to go for jobs. But the option I'm talking about is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is an option that is open for all of us. However, let us look into some hard facts. Why I'm talking about the entrepreneurship, or why we are celebrating today National Entrepreneurship Day, because there are certain hard facts are there. Say, for example, recently a report was published where it was mentioned that 15% of graduates in India are unemployed. Though the unemployment rate in general is 7.1 or 7.1% as of September 2023. But if you look at the unemployment among the graduates, it's 15%. And very dangerously, you see, under 25 years old, 42% graduates are unemployed. And we all know that unemployment is a curse. It is a curse to our society, because when we are unemployed, we are free. We are free, we are not earning. When we are not earning, we are depressed. And many times, this creates social legal problems in our society. You can take example like theft, burglary, murder, fights. It will cause a great problem for the society. That's why government, whether the present government or any other governments, always focused on how to increase employment, and how to decrease unemployment rate. Okay, so these facts tell us that unemployment issue is greater among the graduates and also the young graduates. Though we boast today that, okay, India is the fifth largest economy, and maybe in 2-3 years, we may become a fourth largest economy, surpassing Germany. But if we look at the GDP per capita, okay, whether in nominal term or PPT term, you see we rank 139 in the world in the GDP per capita ranking, and GDP per capita, that is in PPP mode, we have, sorry, not the PPP mode, extremely sorry. In PPP terms, we are 122nd. As the questions comes in our mind, what is the solution? What can we do? Okay, manufacturing sectors are there, jobs are there, services are there. What more we can do so that this per capita income, whether it's in PPP or nominal, we can increase? What solution is there so that we can create more employment? Solution, already I said, is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is right now is the only solutions that can help the society to overcome this unemployment problem. Now let us look into what is entrepreneurship. There's various definitions of entrepreneurship, but let us focus on simple definition. Okay, it is a process of starting and operating new business venture. Okay, keep in the mind the words written in bold letter: starting and operating a new business ventures, involving the identification of opportunities, organization of resources, and the assumption of risks, with the aim of achieving profit and contributing to economic development. So this is a simple, and you can say that one of the exhaustive definitions, which includes everything about the entrepreneurship. Okay, which it's about starting something new business by identifying the opportunities, gathering the resources, taking the calculated risk, and to achieve the profit, thereby giving economic contribution for the nation. Now, why entrepreneurship? Why we are celebrating entrepreneurship? As we said that this is one of the solution. Got it? It's solution to unemployment and all. But there are many things that entrepreneurship help us in resolving in our society. Let us look at this first. Self-employment. You don't have to go for the job. You don't have to sit for the exams. Okay. You don't have to work for others. You can work for yourself. You can create employment for yourself. At the same time, you can also create employment for others. One example is that, you see, MSMEs throughout the country, including Assam, most of the industries are MSMEs, and they are the major source of employment in India. And if you look at the MSMEs, you'll find that most of the MSMEs are run by the entrepreneurs. Another importance of entrepreneurship for the society is that it creates wealth. It creates wealth not only for the entrepreneurs, but for the community as a whole. As it creates employment opportunities for others, correct? And as it also aims at investing in the public goods, and overall, it creates wealth for the society. Now, entrepreneurship involves productions, sales, distributions, marketing. All these plays a very important role in the economic growth. Entrepreneurship also influences the competition in the market, brings efficiency in the market, and leading to the economic growth of the nation. And one of the major reasons behind entrepreneurship, especially the governments, the society that promotes entrepreneurship, because it also addresses social challenges by introducing product or services that improves the quality of life. Quality of life. See, normal businessmen or the industrialists, they are all profit oriented. Their aims is earning profit as much as possible. But entrepreneurs' goal is not only earning profit. Yes, earning profit is a prime goal, but at the same time, it also aims at doing good for the society, helping the society through production services. That's why you'll find it many of the entrepreneurs in Assam, they focus on those products and services that addresses the social issues, that addresses the environmental issues. Okay. Along with all this, there are other importance also of entrepreneurship. It creates a culture of innovation, creativity, not only in the enterprise, not only in the industry, throughout the country. If more entrepreneurs are there, more entrepreneurship activities are going on, we'll find that innovation and creativities are reaching our home also. It also enhances nation's economic resilience. For example, if we are only, say, you take the example of Arabian countries, their main source of income is oil and gas. But suppose if anything happens, or like okay, people started using alternatives in large numbers, alternatives to the petroleum, alternatives to diesels in large numbers, then what will happen to those countries? Or suppose this petroleum wells, they got dried up, then what will happen to these economies? So they will fall. There will be problem. Probably that's why today you see that Dubai is investing huge amount of their funds on infrastructure. Got it? Huge amount of fund for tourism, because they knows that one day this well will dry up, oil will goes up, or definitely in coming years there will be more suitable, more cheaper alternatives to the oil. So this reflects that the Arabian worlds are particularly depending on only one way of one business or one industry, you can say. But if you have more entrepreneurs, the more entrepreneurs, what they will do? Entrepreneurs, they will look into the opportunities in the environment. They will not do what others are doing. They will try to do something different. They will come up with different products. And accordingly, you'll find that diversification is there. From the macro level, if you look at them, you'll find that, okay, many people are investing in particular industry, many are investing in other industries. Okay, some are in service, some are in product, and some are in manufacturing, some are in trading. So you'll find that diversification is there. And accordingly, if anything happens in any sector, it won't affect the country as a whole. It will remain strong. Another important factors that promotes entrepreneurship is environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability. All the entrepreneurs are conscious about the carbon footprints a business can make. So they are always conscious that their decisions should not have much negative impact, or in other words, they will do as far as possible to minimize their negative impact to our natural environment. So whatever products and service they will come up, it will have little harm, or they will decrease the negative influence of those products and services on the environment. And whatever I talked about till now, all this will lead to the economic development of the country. The GDP will increase, though right now also GDP is increasing. Okay, we are the 5th largest economy. Okay, but if we'll have more entrepreneurs, okay, we'll see that our GDP will also increase to great extent, whether it's a nominal or PPP, purchasing power parity. What this GDP per capita says? It says that, okay, basically it's a total GDP divided by total number of populations. Got it? This is nominal GDP. And GDP per capita PPP is basically, it's about similarly where the total GDP divided by population is there, but at the same time the currency values and all these things are also considered. Like if the same thing, what will be the price of milk in India? Okay, if you want to consume milk in India, how much you're spending, and if you want to consume milk in America, how much will you spend? Definitely in milk, in India, milk will be cheaper. Every products are cheaper. Whereas in America, though their GDP or per capita GDP is very high, they will have to spend more. So keeping all this in mind, GDP PPP is calculated. Now, if we'll have more entrepreneurs, this will also rise. Our GDP per capita will also rise. Raju sir, if time reaches, just give me a signal before 10 or 5 minutes. Okay. So now, what are the good qualities or what are the qualities of an entrepreneur? We talk about the importance of entrepreneurship. It just look like a very philosophical, okay, it's a mission for us, for our nations. But can everybody become an entrepreneur? Yes, everybody can become an entrepreneur, but they need to have certain qualities. These are the qualities. An entrepreneur should be visionary. He should not think only about 1 year, 2 years. Okay, he should not only think about his enterprise or his area. An entrepreneur is the one who thinks about the future. An entrepreneur is the one who thinks about the society in general. An entrepreneur is the one who has the long-term goal for accomplishing his business objectives. To be an entrepreneur, you have to be very passionate. You have to be very dedicated. You have to be very hardworking. Okay, if you are not dedicated, if you are not committed, then it will be very difficult for you as an entrepreneur to succeed. Entrepreneurship is always associated with the risk, but keep it in mind. A successful entrepreneur always takes the calculated risk. A successful entrepreneur, he will not blindly invest his energy, his resources on the business unless and until he calculates the risk. How much is the risk and how much will be the profit? Based on that, based on his calculations, he will invest his resources. Yes, entrepreneurs, they are very resilient because in one day you will not get success. In one, in many times in one business also, you don't get the profit. You have to wait for a long period of time. For fundings, you have to go to the banks again and again. For fundings, you have to go to venture capitalists again and again. You have to fight. It is not a 1 day or 2 day or 1 year job. It is a very long-term process. You have to stand strong. Even if there is a setback, an entrepreneur has to come back and fight again. Another very important quality of an entrepreneur is adaptability. All the time you see times, okay, things are changing. For example, customers, their preferences are changing. The way they behave, the way they purchase are changing. Their needs are also changing. And accordingly, entrepreneur also has to change. Many times he has to change the way of doing business. Say, for example, entrepreneurs who were 10 years before, they were not using internet technology. Got it? But today's entrepreneurs is highly leveraging the use of technology in their business. So you have to adapt. You cannot stay adamant that I won't change with the change in the environment. So adaptability is one of the important qualities of an entrepreneur. Initiative. Initiative, you have to take the first step. You cannot stop and wait for others to solve the problems. You have to come forward. You have to go for first. Then only you can solve the issues. This is one of the very important qualities of entrepreneur. Entrepreneur doesn't wait for anyone else to come forward and help him. He will go and ask for help. He will not come forward he will not wait for the generation of ideas or somebody gives him idea of doing business. Rather, either he will create the ideas or he will find the ideas. He is the one who will take the first step. Another very important qualities of entrepreneur is self-discipline. If you're not disciplined, whether it's your regular life, your regular business, or your finance, you will fail. So self-discipline is very important. Another very important qualities of an entrepreneur is leadership. A leaders who leads by an example. A leaders who influences the followers, who influences the others, who influences their employees. So ability to influence the behavior of others is very important in entrepreneurship. Innovativeness, doing things differently. It's one of the fundamental part of the definition of entrepreneurship. If you're not doing something different, it's not an entrepreneurship. You will not be considered as an entrepreneur. You have to do something different. Either you are coming up with a very new product, or either you are selling the same product but in a very new way, or you are selling it to newer places, or you are focusing on the another use of the product. So there should be some innovations. Another very important qualities of an entrepreneur is the networking skills. This is very important for sustaining. This is very important for getting funds. Okay, collaborations. Wherever you go, you will meet people. You have to make a relationship with them. You have to keep those people in network, whether regular people or whether a banking people, anyone, because you don't know when you will get, you will need the help of these people. Okay, another important qualities of an entrepreneur. Okay, this is the financial literacy. They should know. If they don't know how to use finance, what are these finance sources of finance, correct? Then you will definitely suffer in funding as well as when you will spend your resources. So financial literacy is very important. Another very important qualities of entrepreneurs that he or she is customer focused. Keep it in mind, your entrepreneurship, your product or services are to be consumed by the customers. And if you don't take every decision keeping the mind of keeping the customers in the mind, then your hard work may fail. You have come up with a very good product, with a very good process, good system. And if the customer rejects your product, you fail. So every decisions, correct? Starting from what your supply chain management, logistic management, product designing, promotion, everything, you have to keep customers in your mind. Another very important characteristics of the entrepreneur is problem solving skills. Entrepreneurship is full of problem. Keep it in mind. It's not an easy task. Otherwise, everybody would have gone. Just like job. Job is very easy. Things are already defined. 9 to 4 hours work. Okay, little bit challenges are there. These are regular challenges. You do it. But in entrepreneurship, challenges are always new. Always bring very different challenges. Challenges are always getting stronger and stronger. Our entrepreneur does not run away. An entrepreneur, if he runs away, he is not an entrepreneur at all. An entrepreneur has to face it and has to solve it. Correct? That's problem solving skills he has to develop, so that whenever problems comes, he is always ready to solve. And very important, without sales and marketing, okay, even a good product, quality product will fail in the market. An entrepreneur has to have sales and marketing skills. That's why many times you'll find that entrepreneurs, keep it in mind, all the entrepreneurs may not have all these qualities. It doesn't mean that they will not be successful. Keep it in mind. You as an entrepreneur, you may have the 60% of these qualities, 40% you can outsource. You may have collaborate with your friends who has a very good skills in sales and marketing. That will also help. Got it? But there are certain qualities which you need to have. As far as possible, you need to have at least some level of knowledge, some level of ideas about all these qualities. Otherwise, who knows, if your friends leaves you tomorrow, then who will do the sales and marketing? So you need to have an idea about the sales and marketing skills. You cannot depend only on the outsourcing and others. Yes, if you have the experts with you, that will help. Otherwise, it is you one-on-one. Because entrepreneurs, they always have the problem of the fund crunching. They always want to spend less. So one of the way of spending less is keeping people as less as possible. So these are the qualities of an entrepreneur. Now, a question comes, am I right? Whether the entrepreneurs and the businessmen are same? Whether all the entrepreneurs are businessmen or all the businessmen are entrepreneur? If they are same, why we are using this term differently? We could have used businessmen. Actually, in practice or even in theory, they are different. You can see, I have prepared the slides focusing on the differences, basic differences, okay? Say, for example, entrepreneurs, they are more innovative, they focus on creativity, whereas businessmen, generally, they focus on managing and operating existing business. As I said, entrepreneurs, they take risk. They're always ready to take risk, a calculated risk, whereas the businessmen, they always want to, whatever situation they have, they want to maintain it, and the optimize, they want to make existing operation existing better. In the mindset and approach, you'll find the difference. Entrepreneurs are more visionary, they're more creative. Got it? They always look for the opportunities in the environment and capitalize it. Whereas businessmen, they are more practical. Got They don't want to look into the newer opportunities. Got it? They have an operational mindset. Whatever is there, if I'm getting some benefits out of it, let keep doing it. Okay, you can say, for example, there are so many shops are there, right? So many businessmen are there. Whatever they were doing, whatever his father or her father used to do 30 years back, or he or she is doing the same thing now. Okay, whatever is going on, let it be. Not looking at the opportunities, okay, in the environment. That is businessman. Now, scale of operation. An entrepreneur, they start business from very zero. They start from scratch, and their aims is to what? We scale it to newer height. Okay. There is no limit how far they can go. But they start with the zero and they aims at going far and far and far. Whereas a businessman aims to what? To earn, okay, some profits, some revenues, which will keep him or her stay in the market. His aim is that. He does not think in what call, okay, to some extent he might what call restock the things or do some more activities, but the scale of operations will remain always in the limit. Always want to keep everything under the control. Whereas entrepreneurs, they want to become big, they want to delegate, and accordingly do the business. Now, impact on the society. Businessmen, they are status quo, but whatever they were doing for the society 10 years back, they are still doing the same thing. And after 10 years, they will do the same thing. But the entrepreneurs will bring changes. How they will bring changes? They will bring new things, new product, new way of doing business, new ideas, and help the society to change. They plays a very important role in influencing the society. Next. Yes, the theme, bring your idea to life. See, an entrepreneur is always full of idea. Before entrepreneurship also, he or she will have the idea. Entrepreneurship start with the idea and continues with the idea. Entrepreneurs are not the one, okay, they will start one idea, they will do business and they will stop there. They are the one who will continue to work on idea, continue to innovate, continue to create, so that they can do something great. So let us look into the process of how you can bring your idea to entrepreneurship. Okay. See, idea to life means what? You had an idea in your mind. Now, life means business, a product which are being consumed. How to convert this idea into a business? Okay, there are certain, if you Google, you'll find all these things. Okay, these are already available, but still, these are very important for us to discuss here. Some steps are there. Okay, these are some basic and the major steps that entails and that leads to the idea to a business. Okay, the first stage is idea generation. If there is no idea, you cannot start entrepreneurship. Whether it is your idea or other idea, doesn't matter. Idea has to be there. So, from where you'll get the idea? There are many sources, many ways. First, you have to identify problems or the opportunity or any area of interest that inspires you. For example, you may have some personal experience. You may look at the market trends, or you may look in the gaps in existing products. Okay, I can give you one example later on. There was a juniors to me. Okay, he got the idea that okay, there are especially our Assamese vegetables and all. These are all seasonal. Some products are there. This comes only in seasons. You can take, for example, Bhut. So he thought of okay, why can't we make this Bhut available around the year? Okay, this one elephant football. Got it? What's called Otenga. Okay, these are available only in a particular season. And these are very important part of SMS delicacy. Why don't we make it whole year? So he saw this gap. Or you can say it's a problem. Like, okay, in the off season also people want to consume it, but supply is not there. So it is a problem. One of my own student, okay, GST was introduced. And at the very time, he saw the opportunity. I should learn GST. I should start a consultancy. Opportunity was there, he grabbed the opportunity. But keep it in mind, opportunity is equal for all. Opportunity is there for every individual, 140 crores people of India. But entrepreneurs are those who identify these opportunities. And definitely, whatever the opportunities, whatever the idea comes up, it has to be inspiring. It should inspire you. If the idea, you for the time being, you find it very beautiful, very nice, but if it does not continue to inspire you, it will create problems in future. All right. So there are other ways also, like brainstorming you can do. You can talk with your friends, you can talk with the teachers, or you can talk with the customers. Okay, look at their problems, look at their perspectives. From there, you can generate the ideas. Yes, after idea generation, then you may have 3, 4, 5, 6 ideas. Then you may convert idea into concept, and you may go for concept testing. Got it? But the important phase in this process is market research and validations. Here, in this stage, you have to identify who are your target audience. Got it? Once you have identified your target audience, you have to carry out research to find out what are their needs, what they want, what are their preferences. Okay, you have to find out who are your potential competitors. Okay, is it very competitive or not? If it is competitive, how far it is? Because if you find it's very, very competitive, then definitely you may find it very difficult. Okay, but you have to look into, okay, competitors are they competitors to the category or competitors to your product? Okay, you have to look into. You also have to analyze, carry out the research considering the trends. What is the market trend? Say, for example, how you can reach the customer, how you can communicate with them, how you can deliver them, what are their preferences, what are their trends, is there any change? And other factors like technology, okay, like the government opportunities. Say, for example, you have startup Assam, got it, that aims at creating ecosystem in Assam by providing lots of benefits. Okay, lots of the term is not coming in my mind. Okay, not exactly deductions, but kind of. So you have to look into all these factors in the market. Okay, because these are all going to help you. So at this stage, you'll have to carry out research, you have to identify target audience, and you have to carry out competitive analysis. Once it is done, you have to do feasibility analysis, whether the idea you have is feasible or not. Right? Whether the resources that requires are available or not. Your idea is there, but technology is there to support or not. Got it? Whether people have expertise or you have the expertise, or there's a place from where you get the expertise or not. Got it? These are technical feasibility. You have to see whether technically you can come up with the product or not. Another aspect is, yes, financial feasibility. This is very important. Okay, what is the cost? Got it? Because cost and the target audience plays a very important role. If the cost is high, but the target audience, they cannot afford the product, then there will be a problem. Got it? So that's why you have identified the target audience. Now you are looking at the cost. So you have to say cost, whether it is feasible or not, whether you can take the responsibility of the cost part or not, you can get the fund or not. What will be the operational expenses? Okay, how much you have to keep your working capital in cash? Okay, so to meet the operational expenditures. What is the potential revenues? Okay, you are looking into or you are prospecting in future. So at this stage, you will analyze all these aspects of feasibility, whether the idea is feasible or not. Then you have to make a business planning. You have to outline. It means you will reach this stage only if you find that yes, your idea is feasible technically and financially. Then you have to create a business plan where you have to outline your vision, long-term goals, your missions, your short-term goals, your target market, your level of competitions, how you will meet all these competitions, how you will satisfy your consumers. That is your marketing strategy. How you will carry out your productions and all, operational plan, and what is your financial projections. Here you have to make a plan. And keep it in mind, all these are related to objectives, the goals. And while setting these goals, you have to make sure that these are SMART. SMART stands for SMART. As for that, as for specific, even if you're looking at the target market should be clear. It should be very much specific. Right? Your objectives, it must be specific. M stands for measurable, whether your objectives are measurable or not. If your objectives are not measurable, say for example, you want to sell more, the more is not measurable. You have to make the plan like, okay, in the first year, I will sell 1000 packets of product. In second year, I will sell 3000 packets of product. It should be measurable, it should be quantified. Another is achievable. Whatever the goal and objectives you'll set, it should be achievable. If it is not achievable, you'll get demotivated. You have to make sure that the goals are achievable. Goals are relevant to your business. Okay, these are relevant. It will give you benefits to your business. R is relevance, and T is time bound. It should be time bound. Your goal you are going to achieve in 1 year, 2 years, whatever years. It has to be time bound. Then only you can examine whether you are able to achieve your goals. So your once business planning is done, you have to think about legal considerations. Say, for example, what kind of business structure you would like to go for. Okay, you might go for sole proprietorship. Most of the entrepreneurship firm, at the beginning, they start as a sole proprietorship, or maybe they convert into LLP, limited liability partnership. Got it? Or they may go for private companies based on the preferences and the goals of the entrepreneur. Another important aspect here is intellectual property. See, your ideas, correct? Your innovations, your creativity, it has to be protected. If you will not protect it legally, then once you enter in the market, people may copy it and you will lose the market. So to protect your ideas, you have to go for patents, trademarks, or copyrights, or whatever applicable for you. Okay. Once you have solved these issues, legal considerations, then you have to acquire resources. Two things are there: building the team and funding. Here you have to assemble a team with the skills and expertise necessary to bring your idea to fruition. Idea is there, but how you will convert this idea into some output? So you need the team, you need the skills, correct? Here you may include co-founders, you may include employees, you may include advisors, got it? Many times people also appoint consultants. They are the people who will help you in converting your ideas into some visible outcome. Another thing is that, okay, when you are starting the business, you have to get the fund or not. See, after prototype, again, you will require fund for this commercialization, that different. But at this stage also, you will require funding, because you have to convert this, you have to purchase the resources so that you can come up with some prototypes, some samples. Correct? So you have to look into the options for fundings. There are some options like your own personal money, got it? Loan from friends, loan from banks, family members, or there are sometimes venture capitalists also, they help at this stage. Okay. So at this stage, what you will do, you will have to acquire resources for building a team, and you will acquire funding. Now, once you have sufficient fund, you have the people in your hand, engineers and all. Now, what you will do? You will develop prototype and do testing. Okay. So prototypes are also called minimum viable product. Okay. This is not the final product, but a basic product that you are going to offer to the market. Got it? You have to develop it. And after developing, don't think that you will test it. You have to test it in the market. You should not test in yourself for the product, because your choice might be, your perceptions, your preference might be different than your consumers. So you have to get the feedback from the target consumers to whom you are supposed to sell this product. And from there, you'll have to get the feedback. That definitely customers will get feedback. Not only the customers, your employees, your scientists, everyone will give the feedback. You'll have to think about it, and you'll have to inculcate this feedback in the prototype and improve the product. Once you have come up with the product, though I have not mentioned, before prototype, so after prototype or before commercialization, there's also what thing you can do. You can go for market testing. Okay, you're now prototype is test, you got the feedback, now you have developed the product. Okay, now you can test actually in the market. You can add this stage here, market testing. Okay, in particular area, or you can talk to the retailers, or you can go to home and give the final product and get the feedback. All right, and if everything is fine, then you can go for the commercialization, that is launching of the product. Here you have to develop your launching strategy. While developing the launching strategy, you have to think about timing. When is the right time? Correct? Okay. Say for example, many times like products launching has a particular suitable time. Say for example, in India, okay, most suitable time for launching the product is festival time. Why? In the festival time, people have money and monies are kept for spending. So money is also there. People are ready to spend also. This is one of the very important time. Correct? Or another timing is that whether you want to wait for others to bring this type of innovations, or you want to become the first to introduce the innovations. Correct? So accordingly, you have to plan for the timing. You have to also establish marketing channels. Marketing channels are nothing but distribution networks. How you will sell it? You want to sell it directly like Mama Earth, direct to customers, or how Realme, Poco, all this started direct to customers, or you want to use different channels of marketing, intermediaries like distributor, wholesaler, retailer. Correct? There are different ways are there. Correct? Based on your product requirement, because product characteristics plays a very important role, and your business characteristics will influence your marketing channel decisions. Then you aim at acquiring first customers. Got it? How you'll attract the first customers. Got it? Go and market, sell it, it may not work. So you have to develop a strategy to get the customer to buy your product. Another important thing you have to do here is the marketing and branding. You have to implement marketing strategy to create awareness and attract customers. Okay, you have to develop a message, got it? An attractive message, which will force the consumers to think about your product, okay, or which will attract the customers to at least try your product. Got it? For that, you have to, along with this marketing strategy or advertising or promotional strategy, you also have to develop strong brand identity. If your brand identity is not strong, then it may fail in competitions, because if already so many toothpaste are there, good toothpaste, whether you call it Colgate, whether you call it Close Up, then why will I use ABC toothpaste? So you have to build a strong brand. But keep it in mind, entrepreneurs, it's not possible for building the brand strong in one night. It takes times. And for building your strong brand, you have to develop strategy like continuous delivery of the performance, continuously meeting the expectations of the customers, continuously satisfying the consumers. Got it? Or continuously helping consumers to solve their problem through your product. Got it? And very important, sorry, that customer feedback. Customer feedback is very important after the commercialization. Many times what happens in your market testing or prototype testings, you might miss certain things, correct? Or there might be some issues which was not highlighted at that point of time. But when actually customers buy the product, they will give you the actual feedback. But they will give feedback only if you encourage them. You have to motivate the customers, because customers have no time today. Everyone is busy, correct? So you have to motivate them and collect feedback from initial customers so that you can bring certain changes, improvement in the product for next group of customers. Very important stage, or the aspects of entrepreneurship. Scaling and growth. Okay, entrepreneurs are not satisfied by selling only 1,000 packets per month. Their aims are always scale high. Okay, today 1,000, next year 3,000, next year 10,000, fourth year 50,000. Got it? So once you found that your way of doing business is accepted by the customers, correct? You have to scale in that way. You have to make plan. Okay, how to scale your business, how to grow. Here, what you can do, you can enter a new market, you can bring in newer products, or you can enter into the strategic partnership with others. Okay, or you can enter into the collaboration with the existing business peoples or entrepreneurs. Right? So this is the very important stage. And this makes the difference between the businessman and a normal entrepreneurs. Normal entrepreneurs or the entrepreneurs in general, they always think about scaling and growing. Whereas businessmen, they only will think whatever is going on, keep it. No need to bring any changes. Still, we have time, sir. No? We'll take only 5 to 10 minutes, yes. 5 minutes at most.
Okay, okay sir. You can carry on.
Okay. Let us look into some of the challenges an entrepreneurs face. The first challenge is taking the first leap. Because to become an entrepreneur, the first thing is that you have to think that I need to go for entrepreneurship. To think that it's very difficult for an individual because questions comes, am I right? If you're doing the job, you have to leave the job. Correct? Because entrepreneurship at the beginning, that doesn't give you secure, okay, source of earnings. Got it? And if you are just a graduate, then you have to talk about the parents. Got it? And especially in Assam, okay, many times society does not accept entrepreneurships. Society believes in the government jobs. If you don't have the government jobs, go for the private jobs. But business is a very different thing. They don't consider the businessman. But yes, I should accept that the society is changing, but the change is very slow. Okay, so taking the first leap, okay, thinking of this that I will do entrepreneurship, I'll become an entrepreneur itself is a challenge because at this stage you have only idea, you have nothing, no knowledge about the management, no knowledge about the market. Only there's an idea that I want to become an entrepreneur. Another very important challenge for the entrepreneurs here is that entrepreneurship takes time to give fruit. Okay, it will not give you result immediately. It will not give you result in one night, 1 year, 2 years. Sometimes you have to wait for many years. Got it? Even for coming up with the product. Okay, that is by converting your idea into product, it may take times. Got it? Funding may take times. Okay, creating awareness among the target audience may take time. And many entrepreneurs, they quit at this stage. Correct? As I said, the entrepreneurs, one of the important qualities is resilience. He has to wait. He have to be very patient. He have to be strong because success will definitely come. Okay, you have to wait. It will take time. Another problem is that cash flow. Okay, cash flow management basically. Many times you have to face a situation, am I right? Though there is your revenues increasing, but you don't have cash in your hand. Okay, suddenly an expenditure you have to make, and it creates problem for the entrepreneurs. All right, now you have to deal with it. You have to project the cash flow. Okay, you have to make a plan. Okay, future. Okay, where you are going to invest money or it requires the cash, and from where you will get the cash. If you don't have this projection, you don't have the plan, many times what you will do, you will say that, no, sorry, I cannot do entrepreneurship if you face these problems. So this is another challenge. Very important challenge these days entrepreneurs are finding fundraising. Okay, fundraising for the startup. There's a lot more work. Okay, you have to do for fundraising. Correct? You have to understand the process that it takes lead to. Okay, it's a process is very complex. Even many entrepreneurs, they don't know how to go for fundraising. That okay, you have to meet the venture capitalists again and again. You have to give your presentation. You have to pitch your ideas. Got it? And many times the process is complex, and many entrepreneurs they fail. That's why you have this like Startup Assam and many universities. Even our universities are providing a center for entrepreneurship and a center for handholding to help the entrepreneurs to go through all these complex stages. Time management. See, me as a teacher, Raju sir as a teacher, you as a student, and someone as an entrepreneur. They have only 24 hours in their hand. All of us have equal hours. Got it? An entrepreneurship is such a business, am I right? You have to work for 24 hours. It asks for your time. Time is a resource. You have to give the resource. And many times entrepreneurs fail to give times because they cannot manage the time. Time management is very important in entrepreneurship. And then you also have to, as an entrepreneur, you have to look at the perfection and progress. Got it? To come up with the perfection, it takes times. Got it? And progress may get slow. If you want to go for very fast progress, then there might be some issues with the perfection. You cannot have two in hand. Okay, perfect business and very fast business. You have to make a balance. Okay, or time management has been repeated. So yeah, the last one. It is last one. Yes, sorry. Keeping ego under control. Keep it in mind when you are an entrepreneur. You have to keep your ego under control. You cannot take decision on emotions. Got it? Many times you don't talk with the people. Got it? People, those who can give you benefits, who can give you funds, only because of ego. You take bad decisions. Got it? You make mistakes. Got it? You destroy your relationships. Got it? Just because of ego. So never bring your ego in the business. You have to keep it under the control. Okay. These are some challenges that I brought before you. Now let us look at some of the newest entrepreneurs of India. We are going towards the close, finish or ending of the talk. Probably every one of you know these fellows. These are the newest entrepreneurs in India. They are driving today and they will drive India tomorrow. They are young and they are doing something different. I think you know PDUAM. These are fintech company. Lenskart. You have this photo of the Pius Bansal. Got it? Oyo. Probably it's very popular. There's lots of memes are also there in Oyo. But just think now, how Oyo, how this Ritesh Agarwal thought of, am I right? Without constructing a hotel, without constructing anything, you can run a hotel business. Just see how innovative thought was. Got it? And you see the Nika, the lady, okay, Falguni Nair. She is one of the richest women now in India. She has started her online retailing. Got it? From Nika, you can buy anything that is associated with the beauty of the woman, even all the men also. You know well the Kiran Majumdar show, the Biocon, the one of the few, okay, leaders, female leaders, business leaders in India. And you are well aware of Flipkart.com, who revolutionized, you can say that they were the pioneer in e-commerce in India. Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal. And this one, Byju's. Who doesn't know Byju's? See, today we are interacting through medium, internet, am I right? Before we were interacting, the Byju's thought of that, yes, this way also we can deliver educations. This way also we can do learning through internet. And see the Farm Easy. Okay, I generally used to buy medicines from the Farm Easy for my father. Okay, just see now, very innovative way of doing business. Am I right? Pharmacies are there. Am I right? And, you have to go to pharmacy and buy the things. But now at the click, you can buy the medicines. Similar to that, Ola, okay, rental cars, Crate, who they are managing your credit card payments, Grofers, okay, groceries they are selling online. Okay, Zimbabwe, the Richako is the founder who are selling laundry, Indian laundry online. You have Imobi who are they are pioneering advertising, mobile advertising in India. Got it? Every one of us knows Make My Trip. They give all kind of services through Make My Trip, rail, aero, what calls flight, bus, everything, hotel bookings and all. And see, First Cry, how innovative. They are only focused on the infants. Got it? Infants just born. Okay, the firstcry.com. It's also market. Just see. And the Book My Shop. Now you are not only booking the cinema hall tickets. You can book the rock show tickets and also Book My Show. Okay. Now these are few very prominent entrepreneurs from Northeast. Few days back, Tripojit Deka, he's a founder of Brahmaputra Fables, was here with us, interacting with our students. Got it? He sells Assamese, not only Assamese, the Northeast handloom products and all through online. And she is M. Subhra Devi, Managing Director of Mira Foods from Imphal. And you have a lady from Arunachal Pradesh, okay, who is selling a organic kiwi wine. Got it? The brand is Nara Abba. We all know no? Meghali Food Products. She's the director, founder, Meghali Bora. And you have this Aparajita Das. She is also the vice president of Assam Chamber of Commerce. Okay, she has lots of business in her kitty. And probably a few days back, this gentleman came in the news, Bitu Talukdar. He is the founder of BT Enterprise. Okay, what he's doing? He's doing all kind of business. Basically, he's focusing on the rural business. In the rural area, he has very kind of a resort he has, and in the resort, what he does, whatever foods are consumed are all grown from there only. Not only locally, grown by him only. Okay, so these are some examples. We have prime examples, and I know this fellow. And I'd also like to bring some examples of the very close persons of mine. Okay, these three persons. In the extreme left, you will see the Nipan Kumar Gugoi and her business partner Chinmay Raskumari. They are the founder and the directors of High Food Nutri Cherik LLP. See, I gave you one example, na bhujolokia, dehydrated bhujolokia. They are the one making an effort to make Assamese vegetables throughout the year in Assam. Okay, through these dehydrated items. Correct? Though they're still in struggling phase, as I said, they have started just 2-3 years back. They're still struggling, and entrepreneurs, they don't get the fruit in 1, 2, 3, 5 years. It takes times, and they're still struggling. They're fighting. They're attending all the trade shows. They're taking the help of the government also, whereby they're getting discounts in joining trade shows and all. Got it? Another example I'd like to give, I told you about the GST. Okay, one of our students, those who took the advantage of this opportunity, he was Devabrata Das. Okay, he's a GST consultant. He's not a CA, keep it in mind. He's not a CA. He's simply BCom pass from regular course and MCom from distance. Got it? MCom distance becomes general. But today he says that, sir, it takes 1 to 2 p.m. for me to sleep. Correct? Earlier, before the introduction of GST system was okay, there was a concept of March ending. But today he says that there is no concept of March ending. You have work every time. Because GST is such a complex and normal people cannot do it. And though it's a challenge for the normal businessman, it is an opportunity for the people like him. And today, he has a very established business. He is not only employing himself, he has more than 10 people employed under him. Okay. And another gentleman is my brother-in-law. Is Bhaskar Jyoti Bardala. He is the founder and the proprietor of MS Realty Shopping. He has the largest distribution of gym materials, gym equipments. Got it? And he has been awarded by State Bank of India also as a youth entrepreneur. So if we look at this, Bhaskar Jyoti Bardala's life, he was given an opportunity to work as a teacher also. He is a BSc graduate, BSc Maths, and he got the opportunity to teach in the high schools also. LP school probably. But he rejected the idea, and now he's earning crores of rupees, and he's employing more than 20 numbers of people under him. Correct? He's creating employment for himself. He's creating employment for others. He's also paying GST in lakhs of rupees, contributing in the country's growth. So with this, I come to the conclusion of my presentations. Now I invite some students. If you have anything to interact with me, I'm open.